But at the top was something suspicious going on. The ruling ANC has named its premier candidates except for one, the Northwest. The province made headlines last year after poor governance issues led to weeks of fiery protests. Is there an internal ANC battle for the control of the province? Are we already beginning to see the cracks in the ruling party's fragile unity? Joining me now is the ANC National spokesperson, Pule Mabe. Very good to have you with us. What is going on there? Is that what's happening? Is it a sign of the cracks, the power struggles happening in the province, in the party?
Well, evening to your viewers. Well, there are no power struggles. We had a special NEC on Monday. At the conclusion of the special NEC, we had one concluded on premiers in all the other 7 provinces, whose names we had already issued through the Secretary General when we issued our statement. We did indicate, though, that they are internal ANC issues that are being attended to. And we had emphasized that in due course, we'll be able to communicate a decision.
What are those internal issues?
On the Northwest. Well, you'd remember that the Northwest province, there's been quite a number of interventions that we've been making. One, there was a disbandment of the ANC structure in that province. Subsequently, there was a government intervention that is being made. You know, number of departments there are under administration and being administered by national government. So there's quite, and of course, we've also released NEC members. Comrade Mamuluku, who's the coordinator of the PTT now, Comrade Obed Bapela, who's the convener of the PTT. We've even brought in Comrade Amos Masondo Brahambi, who's quite a senior, seasoned cadre. We've brought in the former provincial secretary of Gauteng, Comrade Hope Papo, and they are also being assisted by a rapid response team that includes the Deputy Secretary General, Comrades Dumo Dlamini,
okay, so
and
tell us more, what
Dlamini.
has to still be dealt with? So you've got obviously a crack team there.
Yes,
so
now, of course, you ought to appreciate the work that is happening there, so that by the time you make your decision on the Northwest, you will be able to consolidate the stability of the province, make sure that you have got a government that is able to respond to challenges of the day. We have said, even with all other provinces, when we agreed on submissions of provincial executive committees on premiers, that it is important that our decision enforces stability, contributes towards the unity process, and ensures that there is greater renewal that we are seeing.
No,
we saw in this campaign that when we are united, it's easier for us to do our work.
Absolutely. So
yes.
Is the party united when it comes to choosing somebody? I know you've got to deal with factors on the ground, but,
yes.
But how much unity is there? What does this say about Cyril Ramaphosa being able to gather everybody together to make this kind of decision for the sake of the party and, of course, the country?
Well, I can tell you that when the ANC finally makes its choices, these choices are a product of democratic engagement. All of its members who sit in the upper structure will have had an opportunity to ventilate and raise their own views, so that whatever we ultimately communicate is a view that is able to unite all of ANC structures on the ground.
Okay, what about the Women's League? I mean, they're lobbying for a female premier to be put in position there. Any chance of that?
Well, the Women's League have expressed their desire to have 50-50. You know, Rule 6 of the ANC Constitution does speak about fair representation of women in all of our structures. That's why I am saying the ANC Women's League, they have expressed their view, they have expressed their own disappointment, and that they, understandably so, and that they would like to see a reflection of this constitutional desire of the African National Congress, even being. While there are a number of interventions that have been made consistent with the desire of the ANC Women's League. One, when we rose out of this special NEC, we said that all of the speakers that are...
Sorry, can I just jump in here? I mean,
yes.
That's so patronizing, women just to be the speakers. What about being a premier? I mean, that's where all the power is.
No, actually...
There must be somebody. There must be a woman who can do this job.
Actually, Jane, it even goes beyond that. I mean, the position of a speaker of a legislature is actually very important, because laws are passed through the legislature. The very work that government must do, the very work that the Provincial Executive Council must discharge, is a product of policies or legislations that the legislature shall have agreed upon. So the work of a speaker is very important. So we have said, regardless of whether the premier is a male or not, speakers must be females. We went further and said, where premiers are males, 60% of the provincial executive councils must be women. Now, this is a very important statement because, one, they will be in charge of departments. These departments are the ones that develop annual performance plans. They are the ones that say, in the department of whether it's agriculture, whether it's sports, whether it's health, these are the things that we will do to make sure that we make alive the ANC manifesto.
Okay, all right. Talking about women, the mayor of Durban, she's facing charges of corruption. Etukweni, I mean, what's the situation there? What sort of disciplinary measures is the ANC going to take now?
Well, the province and the region assist with that matter. And I am sure that once they brief the national leadership on the sort of measures or the situation on the ground, and once all of us have gotten to appreciate the facts, the leadership will be able to pronounce itself on what needs to happen. You see, you have got the NEC, and below the NEC you have got the PECs, and below PECs you have got RECs. All of these structures are charged with certain constitutional responsibilities. The province of KwaZulu-Natal has already spoken about this. The region of eThekwini has already spoken about this. And I'm sure that at the right time, those engagements with the leadership at national level will be able to happen so that all of us are in the know on the substance around what we are now seeing out in the media.
And from a personal point of view, and from making a point, quite a statement like you, when you step down, I mean, should she step down until she's been cleared? Shouldn't that be the way forward?
Well, Jane, this is a court process. That's why I'm saying let us allow our structures to be able to take the leadership structure again into confidence on the situation that is currently obtaining, the issues at play, the merits and demerits and all of that. You know, you'll understand that the ANC is not a court of law. You know, and very often we allow issues that are before the courts to be ventilated upon at that platform.
Let me ask you quickly, because we run out of time. When do you think we'll get an idea about the North West Province?
Well, I know that we don't have a day called soon, but I can assure your viewers
it's coming soon.
That it is something that we have taken note of the different concerns that are being raised by society at large. I mean, we've also seen that the Chapter 9 institutions like the Gender Commission are already speaking on this. The voices of many women throughout the country have been heard. I can tell you now that the president of the ANC, President Cyril Ramaphosa, together with the entire leadership collective of the African National Congress, is committed to the empowerment of women. This is going to even be seen on how we are going to constitute, be it whether it's cabinet, whether it's the role that women are going to play overall in the National Assembly and various provincial legislatures.
Pule Mabe, I'm going to hold you to that. Thank you very much.
No, thank you very much.